Finally back in stock. We've been selling these faster than we can get them replaced. This is a 275 RLS open range ultralight here at, well, actually Light, which is the trim package upgrade of the Ultralite family here at Haylett RV of Coldwater, Michigan. It does a lot of things. We've got dual opposing slides to give you a big living room like a fifth wheel. We've got an outside kitchen that does not require bunks, which is very uncommon. And we're even washer dryer ready with a big old bonus closet up in the bedroom. Hard to find a lightweight travel trailer with those features. Now most of the time when you're looking at an RV that has opposing living room slides and an island, when the slides are closed up, you're just pinched. You can't get through it. However, the 290, or which one am I in? 275, not the 291. That's the next one I got to shoot today. You can still get to the refrigerator simply and easily when the slides close. I think that's really smart for both for travel use. You can obviously get to the bedroom and bathroom, but you can kind of really slide into that dining area as well. So if you need to stop and have a sandwich, or just you want to get the cold stuff in the camper packed up before you leave, even with the slide closed, that is possible here in the 275 open range. The history of this one's kind of cool. It really began its life as the 272 RLS open range light. And the word light in open range used to refer to an extra wide, extra tall, extra heavy, extra expensive series of trailers. And they just found that they were just a little too extra, I think. And they sized them down to the basically to the size of the open range ultralight, which is what this is. This is an ultralight with a trim package upgrade, effectively. And this thing just took off because suddenly it's lighter weight, less money, and all the same features in the floor plan as the previous generation. Now, if you are still looking for that extra big one, that still exists. It's now just called the Open Range 272 RLS. It's wide body, it's extra tall with the super duper deep slides that are even super duper-er than this 39-inch deep, already best in class slide here. So that trailer still exists. Basically, this is the streamlined smart money brother, and boy has it taken off. It took off like a rocket last year. And what is it that makes this thing sing, and why? Why is it doing so well? Well, how about no carpet? Open Ranges, really one of their signature calling cards is that they have carpetless, floor flush, industry exclusive slide outs. And that means, obviously, by the words I just used, found nowhere else. There are other carpetless campers, but not carpetless floor flush models. They have a step-up slide out this does not have. They've also done something here that at a glance people think is like cheap and janky, but as someone who actually camps, I think is one of the smartest things out there. And that is the simple folding legs on this dining table right here. So they have a full free-floating dining table with these legs. But what it allows for is the table can go anywhere. You can take it outside, and I'm not worried about doing that because this is called thermal foil. It's got a sealed edge with a pressed membrane so that it doesn't sponge and swell up. And there is less under the table for a person with big long legs like mine to hit. So this is more of a no knee knocker, even more so than those elliptical based tables. I like the elliptical free floating tables that are out there, but I always hit my knees on them. This is less expensive, it's lighter weight, it's easier to handle and manage. I love this. And I think the only reason more brands don't do this is because people don't realize how smart it is. They only think of how cheap it is. That being less expensive doesn't always mean worse. Sometimes it does just mean smarter. So moving on from there, and you know, you retain the ability to fold that down into a sleeper. We still have the doors for easy access to the bench storage under here. You've got the heated massage with LED underlit theater seating here with middle storage console facing directly across from the entertainment center over there. And the TV does swing out for easy viewing at whether you're sitting at the rear sofa, the theater seat, the table, no matter where you're at, you've got good seating in here. Another thing this thing has, when I'm not literally bouncing off the walls like a pinball machine, is it has awesome bonus storage space. And it starts with that rear hide-a-bed sofa in the back. And if you notice, there's so much space between the sofa and the theater seat thanks to that extra deep slide. You can have both parts of the theater seat open and one of them fully reclined in addition to the full, fold-down sleepers dinette over here. All windows open for airflow all the way around the RV, especially important on these super duper deep slides because they're deeper so they catch more wind for more cross breeze. Now on both sides of the sleeper sofa back here, we have stands with storage, with outlets, with countertop space where you could set a dinner plate down to get up or get a drink or get something like that. Remote control, electric space heating fireplace below the entertainment center. And what's also nice, what's easy to miss, is the full storage above the entertainment center as well. Now over here in the kitchen, we've got some awesome, just tremendous storage space. It really starts with the pantry located right in the slide out. And you'll notice that there's even a full drawer below the oven. From there, we start to take a look at the full storage within the island itself. The entire island is just nothing but pure unadulterated storage space. And then as we kind of pan our view up from there, you see you've got this whole almost like office credenza worth of storage in the back. All that overhead cabinet space and plenty of drawers back here. But one thing I like about this model, they were really smart in how they designed it. They made sure that these were not going to be drawers that could be stuck out and like smash anything. You are going to open the drawer and hit anything. So these are drop down storage cases. The other four are going to be full plywood boxed drawers. Now the open range Lite, as compared to the Ultralite, has solid surface kitchen countertops here in your main kitchen area and on the island. It also has the stainless one-piece farm sink that a lot of folks like versus the stainless double basin sink of the Ultralite. And you'll find that you actually get a pair of these bamboo cutting board covers. I've left one out so we could see the sink. And I like the very modern but very minimalist look of the high-rise faucet and the sprayer end that we have on this. And that's really who these guys are. It's an RV where they really have taken a lot of inspiration from like interior residential home decor and design that's going on right now. Now as we start to look up, you'll see the vaulted ceiling up here. It really opens this thing up and gives it more of an open look and feel. We've got double row high intensity lighting. And I stress the word high intensity because there's LED lighting and then there's really bright high intensity lighting, and that's what this has. But guess what? That costs a little bit more money. This is not at all intended to be the dollar cheaper Ultralite. There's a lot of stores I talk to, when I talk to my rep, I'm like, why do a lot of dealers not carry that product? And he goes, well, they think it's too expensive. Well, I don't know. When people find out why it's expensive, they sure seem to be buying it because, man, is this a popular floor plan. But maybe that's just the difference between us here at Haylett RV doing these videos and helping you understand what and why you're making the purchase and not just how much it is. There's more than just the price tag involved here. You may also notice that we don't see the air conditioner. That's what these air vents right there are for. This has whisper ducted air conditioning, which is something that before the open range Ultralite was only found in fifth wheels, expensive ones at that, not even every fifth wheel. It's still not found in every fifth wheel, and almost not found at all in trailers. They were the industry first Ultralite to ever offer that feature because it knocks down so much of the noise of the air conditioner. You don't have to crank the TV up to 11 just to try to hear that thing. You can leave it down at 7 or 8 or whatever the TV is. You get the point. You don't have to make it loud. I also like the easy access control panel right here. Now, one of the things I like about this, remember how I was talking about those drawers that could stick out with the slide flange closing? Well, I'm standing right here where I can literally line of sight this slide out to make sure nothing's going to crush when it closes. It's just smart placement. It's just good execution that puts this thing together. And you know, between the windows and that skylight and all the lighting in here, it just has awesome, light, comfortable nature to it. By the way, I forgot to talk about this. 8 cubic foot fridge freezer, so 33% larger than a normal travel trailer there. Now, right next to the entry door, we have our bathroom. So it's easy come, easy go. We're not tracking dirt through the RV. And they've made a very smart arrangement on the bathroom here. A lot of RVs with this bathroom arrangement have this like 50, 60 inch long shower. And oh boy, does it look impressive. It looks awesome. Why do I need a 60 inch long shower? A 5 foot long shower. I don't need a 5 foot long shower. I need a shower like this I can stand in that I don't have to hit my elbows against the wall when I soap up my hair. And that's exactly what you can do here. And by the way, this is very tall person friendly. Between that ceiling vault and the skylight, I'm very comfortable in here. I don't feel like I'm ducking and like getting neck cramps while I'm in this thing. But as we spin around, what's kind of nice about this is you see that you've got stainless, when I'm not stepping on stuff anyway, we've got stainless sink here in the bathroom, and it is very deep. You can actually get, you know, adult-sized hands in here to clean them. More of the thermal foil sealed edge countertop so that you can't sponge or swell anything here. And I really like the placement of this vanity right here. By being kind of off center a little bit, it makes it still maximum space because Square or rectangular spaces like this, as we're looking at, they are better for storage than a corner space. Most things in our society are rectangular in shape, not triangular or circular, as it were. So it just makes it easier to get in here. And do you notice that even here in the bathroom, we still have all hidden hinges for a nice clean look on this? Just nice little touches like that. So what did they do with this space here? Well, that's what we're going to look at up in the bedroom. And by the way, even a locking bathroom door. I point that out because there's a lot of campers that don't have it. So when we first come into the bedroom, I want to point out the fact that the bed does lift. It's an easy lift bed with storage below. But as you walk around the corner, you see that it actually has washer-dryer hookups, or frankly, just a giant bonus closet in there. So what they've done here really is very smart, is they've given this thing the extra closet slide out of something like a Rockwood travel trailer with their wardrobe slides, but they did it in a way that doesn't cause the RV to be extra heavy, extra expensive, or lose the breeze window over there. So you gain this big closet space, which if you want to throw a combo washer dryer in there, you can, right next to your TV hookups right there. And I like that every room, bathroom, living room, bedroom, just has that one simple little light switch. Now, bedside stands, those still have those waterproof countertops I talked about like in the bathroom. All open range lights have a standard 80-inch true residential size queen bed, so big tall person like me, you can fit on there no problem. But because they planned it that way, you have plenty of room to walk around it as well. And your outlets are right up against the headboard to just be super CPAP friendly. Bunch of little oddball differences on the outside of the open ranges that kind of set them apart, and you can start to see them right up front here with their aluminum screw trim as opposed to plastic corner screw trim. And they've been doing this for years. The idea behind this is that it is less susceptible to heat expansion and contraction. So where the walls meet together, which is one of the most important structural points to reinforce, you have an aluminum lashing versus just plastic holding it together. Now, almost every RV nowadays has some level of solar prep, like the little side mount simple prep here. I'm not going to burn too much time talking about that. I do want to take a look at the extra tall, extra wide doors on both sides of the RV that give us this huge storage compartment. Another thing I didn't talk about in the bedroom is the little laundry chute access point right here. So what you can do is leave a laundry basket sitting right there. You can take all of yesterday's clothes and toss them in there. And then when you get back to your campsite or laundromat or whatever, grab this thing, hop on out. You don't have to go trucking through the whole RV to, get your stuff out of it. The windows on the Lite series, as opposed to the Ultralite, they're going to be standard frameless. That's one of the differences between the two. Now, at the time of this filming, I have not seen, nor do I believe there's even in production or in development, an ultralight version of this. Like, it'd be called like a 2750 RL. There's no such thing of that. Like, the Lite is the only one of this layout open range makes, basically. Sometimes people ask, what's the difference between Open Range and Mesa Ridge? And basically the answer is the decals. They're the exact same camper. Don't ever let anyone tell you otherwise. Really, the only difference is that Open Range outsells Mesa more than 2 or 3 to 1, so it just tends to carry a little bit higher resale value. Same coach, this one's just worth more when you're done with it. Bigger propane tank standard. A lot of ultralights come with 20-pound tanks, and there's nothing wrong with that. These come with 30s for more dry camp time. Power awning, power tongue jack, and Open Range has achieved something no one else to date has done. They are the industry's first ultralight with proven 0 to 100 degree testing. And I think that's pretty sweet. I've got actual testing data from a heat chamber test in my desk there, and I feel confident I can say that. Now, I've always felt like I could, but I never had data to back it up. And I'm talking about all that. How did they do it different from everybody else? Most ultralight travel trailers, and even non-ultralight trailers, they'll have an enclosed heated underbelly, and that's a great start. But it takes a few more things to get you there, ladies and gentlemen. So they do the same underbelly treatment here they do in the big Open Range and 3X models. They're luxury fifth wheels. So it's not just pumping hot air into the underbelly. It's actually got a heat cycle. There's a heat return up through the bathroom floor, very similar to what you'd have in a house, which allows for constant air flow, which allows for much better total heat regulation. The underbelly also has 2 different layers of insulation just under the floor decking, which the floor itself is a fully aluminum frame laminated floor with studs every 24 inches on center. A lot of ultralight production has floor studs every 48 inches on center, but what happens over time on a trailer built that way is you can tend to get some floor sag between the studs. You're not going to have that with literally twice the structural reinforcement in the floor in one of these. They were so confident of that, they do this through the entire open range family. Whether it's the Ultra, the Lite, the open range, or the 3X, even the Highlander toy haulers, they all have that main floor deck construction. You may have noticed, actually, let me walk back up here. I like that you have like all of your dump station, everything in one location. Because of the location of the bathroom in relation to the kitchen, it actually works out better to have separate dump valves. And that kind of throws people off because you actually have two different gray tanks. So you have one gray black outlet, then you have one gray only outlet. But I do like that they put them in the same spot on the RV. And someone's going to say, why didn't they connect them to have one shared common outlet? And the reason being, the kitchen and the bathroom are far enough apart that the piping wouldn't have enough of a decline, enough angle of attack to be able to feed out reliably. And they didn't want solid waste to build up and cause blockages. But they did make sure the outlets were in one easy reach location. So you just hot swap the hose, there you go. Nobody ever talks about that. That's the kind of extra stuff you get in these videos, guys. Little water dock station right back here next, so that all of your hookups, really, your electrical, your water, your power, your cable, all that stuff is all back here. Another thing they do very nicely on this is the roof. Now, as you can see, we are no stranger to product here at Haylett RV of Coldwater, Michigan. We carry a lot of stuff, guys. We've got over 450 to 500 RVs in active inventory at any given time. Very few of them have this feature, though, the PVC roof membrane. So what does it do? What's different about it? Basically, it's lighter, brighter. It will absorb less heat. So there's a nice little benefit. It's more reflective. It also, the material itself, has a 15-year warranty as opposed to the 10 to 12-year roof warranties you commonly find on like TPO or EPDM or Dicor or whatever else. See, there's really only 2 petroleum-based roofs out there. So whether you call it TPO or EPDM or rubber or whatever, they're basically the same thing. There's virtually no difference between them. This one is slightly different. It's a pliable PVC compound. It reflects more sun. It keeps the RV cooler. Like I said, it has a longer warranty. The other thing is, guys, the material itself does not require any specific maintenance. Now, don't mix up what I just told you. What I didn't say was, guys, this is a maintenance-free roof, because you know which RVs have maintenance-free roofs? Zero. No RVs have maintenance-free roofs. You still have seals that you have to pay attention to and think about, but this stuff right here, you don't have to actually do anything specific to try to treat and maintain it. It also doesn't grow black algae, and black algae is actually what stains RV roofing, and it's what washes down the sides of a camper to cause black streaks. And this is something you're going to find on all the open ranges here at Haylett RV, also now found on Rockwood RV. So there's very few brands that actually use this because it is a little more expensive, little nicer material. You tend to only find it on more of a premium series trailer like the open range. And that right there is the reason they put a roof ladder on the back of these, for very simple, easy access. Now, we're vaulted inside and outside, and it has been my experience, and it was my experience walking on the top of this one here, that when they're vaulted inside and outside, it just distributes weight better. It feels sturdier, stronger, more stable up there. I've always liked that. There is a bumper mount quick connect on the rear bumper back here if you do want to add like extra grills or something like that. Although this one has its own standard, not just outside grill, but outside entertainment. And by the way, there's actually 2 quick connects out here. There's one by the bumper, and then there's one under the slide to be able to hook to that grill system right there. So there's actually 2 outside propane ports you don't have to share. So very few couples coaches have a nice little outside kitchen like this. And this is really a feature that was found first in fifth wheels and kind of made its way into travel trailers. Open range again, always willing to be a little weird and different, found a way to do it first before everybody else. Another thing I like, where you see drawers, you're going to see fully boxed plywood that's been beveled and sanded so I don't get splinters. You also see galvanized rolled steel countertops. Not, waterproof, basically, is the idea. So you can splash water all the way around here. Now, you do have a handy little outside sort of, in a way, shower, sink, faucet situation with an air hose style quick release. What I like about these, they don't look fancy, and a lot of people go, oh, that's cheap. No, it's flexible. It's multi-purpose, guys. You have to understand why it's here and what it's for. Because you can hook about anything you want into this. You can make it about as long as you want. You can use residential sprayer fittings on the end of it for campsite cleanup. Do whatever you need. And of course, Dad's medicine cabinet. I think I called her I don't know, Shirley earlier. Her name's Linda now. I don't care. Outside entertainment. Or if you don't feel like adding a TV outside the RV, very easy just to add a couple shelves in here and voila! Outside pantry or outside any storage. I don't care. Good spot for like sunscreen and bug spray and stuff you forget all the time. Now, if you're looking at a lighter weight trailer, and chances are if you're looking at something this size, you're looking at a lighter weight version of it, because a big double slide trailer like this can get very heavy quickly. This one's almost 7,100 pounds. If it wasn't built like a lightweight, it'd easily be 83 or more. You've got an Equiflex suspension system. That's the yellow thing between the tires that we're looking at. It's a rubber shock dampener so that if you hit the brakes, the trailer doesn't get that herky-jerkiness back and forth, you know. 3-year structural warranty. It seems like a lot of RVs have those, but you have to look at the details so that you know what it actually covers. And Open Ranges is pretty darn comprehensive. The awning is easy tilt, full-length LED lighting, and there's even speakers built into the awning arm so that when the awning's open, your music is playing on your campsite and not blowing away the neighbors, and they never like your music. I know I say that all the time, but it's true. 10 times out of 10, no matter where I camp, nobody ever likes my music, and theirs is the worst. So, if you'd like to learn more, oh, by the way, man, I should have talked about this. Standard 15,000 BTU air conditioner, and if it's not standard, I know we're always upgrading it. Basically, anytime you find one of these at our lot, we're going to have the 15,000 air on it with their thermal package. I haven't really found a climate yet where that's not enough. I know some folks do prefer a second air. I don't think you need it on this coach, even in Texas, Arizona, but it is 50 amp service, so if you want a second air on it, we got a service center. We'll throw it on. We'll get it delivered out to your campsite. Easy peasy. So take care, stay safe, have fun. Happy camping, everyone. Remember, Haylett RV only does everything, whether it's hitching, pieces, parts, trades, financing, truck and trailer package deals, or everything between. Have a good day.